Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ifrah Khalid and I'm a third year BDS student at Ziauddin University. Before I formally begin, I would like to share one quick note. I understand you will be reviewing many presentations and I sincerely request you to stay with me through the opening. It has been made like this intentionally. The purpose will become clear shortly. Now let's start. My topic is dental caries. Dental caries is a chronic multifactorial disease affecting hard tissues of the tooth. It results from the interaction between cariogenic bacteria. Streptococcus mutans play a major role in the initiation of dental caries. Caries progression involves demineralization, exceeding remineralization, poor oral hygiene facilitates plaque accumulation, and bacterial colonization. Socioeconomic factors influence dietary habits and access to preventive care. In children, immature enamel is more susceptible. Prolonged nighttime feeding increases. Untreated dental caries can result in pain, infection, and tooth loss. So basically, what all of this means is that you have to brush twice daily. Okay. Now, frequent consumption of fermentable carbohydrates, particularly sucrose, high intake of sugar-sweetened beverages, and inadequate oral hygiene practices leading to plaque accumulation, insufficient exposure to fluoride from toothpaste or water sources, reduce salivary flow or alter salivary composition, poor buffering, irregular toothbrushing, failure to brush twice daily with fluoridated toothpaste, snacking between meals, especially on sticky food, nighttime infants and young children, lack of parental supervision. Basically, what all of this slide is saying that you have to brush twice daily to avoid dental caries. Okay. Of optimal oral hygiene practices is essential for dental caries. Twice daily brushing with fluoridated toothpaste is recommended. Appropriate fluoride exposure enhances oral health education, improves awareness. Dietary counseling supports modification of parental involvement. So basically, prevention of dental caries is actually you should brush twice daily, and it will help you in prevention. Okay, hold on. What is happening? Did any one of us feel inspired by that? Because I didn't. Why is that? Because information alone doesn't change behavior. People don't change because of facts, crowded slides, or familiar phrases. They listen, they nod, and then they forget. And when there's no emotional connection, there's no real change. So let's think differently. Dental caries, a silent disease. Dental caries is not a sudden event. It doesn't appear overnight. It is dynamic, a constant balance between demineralization and remineralization. Dental caries is chronic, developing quietly. It is progressive, and when the balance is disturbed, the outcome is predictable. But most importantly, it is preventable because imbalance is not fate, it is a modifiable condition. When we stop seeing caries as a cavity and start seeing it as a process, our mindset shifts. We move from repairing damage to preventing disease. Research shows that children respond to bright, warm, high contrast colors. Red, yellow, blue, these colors capture attention. They invite participation. They make learning feel safe and fun. Now imagine a campaign where a character they love says, "Be a tooth hero. Fight the sugar bugs. Protect your smile every day." Suddenly, brushing isn't a chore, it's a mission. And that's the core message today. Visual design is not decoration, it shapes behavior. And as future dentists, our responsibility doesn't stop at treating diseases. Our responsibility is to inspire prevention. Now, with adults, the approach changes. Adults don't need cartoons. They respond to clean visual clarity and truth. Show them the clinical images. Show them what delayed care looks like. Show them the reality. Not to scare them, but to respect them. And then tell them what they already sense, but avoid hearing. Ignoring your teeth will cost more if you do not take care of it. Now, another way of awareing adults is to say and tell them what is the cost of what they're doing right now. If they ignore their teeth today, it will cost them more tomorrow. Root canals, crowns, implants. Dentistry isn't expensive because of prevention. It's expensive because of neglect. Oral health isn't costly. Delay is. So the question is no longer what we say, it's how we make people feel when they hear it. I want to end on something deeper. As a Muslim and future dentist, I believe we were given guidance on healthy living more than 1400 years ago. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ emphasized cleanliness as a daily practice. After wudu, upon waking up, before sleeping, he used the maswak consistently, long before modern dentistry confirmed its benefits. Today, science simply validates what Sunnah already taught us. Oral hygiene is not just a habit, it is an act of care, an act of responsibility, an act of mindfulness. So when we tell someone to brush twice daily, it doesn't sound like a rule. It shouldn't. It should sound like a promise of health, a promise of confidence, a promise of dignity. Because prevention doesn't begin with a toothbrush, it begins with inspiration. And that is the role we must choose as future dentists. Thank you so much.